Dead ass.
I want to touch on something Draymond said that sparked a very good debate over the last few weeks. Draymond Green referred to himself as the best defender in NBA history. I don't think anybody agrees with that.
No,
I don't know
except
a human
Draymond.
being that agrees with that. But I do understand why he said it. I do think that the Warriors' offense was so great. We didn't give Draymond enough credit for anchoring one of the best defenses in the league year after year after year. And the ability to do everything very well defensively. He might not be great at any one thing defensively, but like he does everything at a high enough level that he's never at like a detriment to you defensively. So
yeah,
what would y'all? I know it's hard, but like where would y'all rank him defensively? I know it's like just throw him some.
Time. That's
Like,
tough.
defense is hard, and I'm gonna give like my requirements defensively. A guard can never be the best defender of all time. A perimeter defender can never be because the most important thing to defend is the rim. So like the best defender of all time will always be a rim protecting big. It can't change.
That's true.
Because think about it, if Kawhi
So, the Scotty talks and the Kawhi talks.
that shit's out. Kawhi out, Scotty out, Gary Payton's out. Like all the people who like lock up on the perimeter,
Yeah,
because
the
you're
Love.
locking up one guy. Like the big man defends the rim, he switches, does all these other things. They're just more valuable defensively. So that's how like right then and there, all the perimeter guys are out for me. Like Tony Allen's great, but I could be fine with him locking up one dude. You know what I mean? Like just guard him and let these guys score. You know? Okay. So who would y'all have as y'all greatest defender of all time?
Sheesh. Then you put us on the spot right
Jared Allen.
Nigga. I'm gonna give you
Now the greatest defender of all time might be Ben Wallace.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at
Might
that.
be Ben Wallace because the impact that he made on the Pistons, even Shaq, going against Shaq.
I mean, a few guys to be able to go
yeah,
Shaq,
like-
head up.
Like that's a big impact, and I think that's deserving of the best defender of all time. Status like Shaq is the most dominant guy to ever play. Like that's what people say. So if he affected that even a little, I'm giving that to Ben Wallace, who was 6'8".
That's true.
Me personally, I always go with Hakeem. It's just
How can I forget about the?
I just think if you a big man who could lead the league in blocks and steals, what are we even talking? There's,
You're right.
There's nothing else to really talk
I
about.
like your
him.
answer better.
Yeah, well, like, but the thing is, Ben Wallace won like what 4 defensive players a year. Like, we can't like scoff at that neither.
Not Ja.
Yeah, it's dream. It's dream.
That MVP year in the playoffs, he shut down every
Great center.
bid.
The great
like-
centers. He did.
He shut down every one of them while he was wilding.
Yeah. So I'll go
I
with
like
dream.
it. I like that.
I'll go dream. And
Go with your Selleck.
KJ?
No,
Who?
the guy who got y'all
Big-
most of y'all rings.
Well, we're
Bill
going
Russell?
on Bill Russell. All respect. Shout out to Bill Russell,
Shout
man.
out to Selleck.
I don't know. Thinking about like the requirements that Ja
you don't gotta go with my requirements.
I'm not saying
though.
that
These
he
are your
said.
requirements.
Nah, because now I'm thinking about it. Like I think
Yeah, just
it's possible the best defender could be a perimeter defender.
How so?
I feel like the ability to eliminate
Oh, man,
the
that's
other
nuts.
team's best playmaker or best scorer, that throws a big monkey wrench in the whole offensive game. Because the whole game plan was we're working through X or working through Y. And if you throw one person that can neutralize that, that immediately changes your game plan.
True, but I always look at like perimeter defenders, even the best perimeter defenders, they just make you work hard. Not much people don't lock up. Like you may lock up from possession to possession,
Yeah.
but like, so they say, oh, Tony Allen did such a great job on Kobe. He still got 40. They give Andrew Iguodala Finals MVP for guarding LeBron. He averaged a triple double on like 50% shooting. Like,
That's true. But that's the debate of efficiency at that point.
well, he was 50% shooting. You efficient. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, perimeter defense is more about spot to spot. A great like big man defender, rim protector, he changes the way you have to play the whole entire game. Like, look, think about Gobert. That's the only reason he wins it. That's the only reason he wins it is because you can't. At a certain point, you can't get in the rim anymore. You have to like take 15 footers and 17 footers, which are bad shots. So now he's so good at the rim, he making you take bad shots. So he's not even doing nothing to you at the moment and changing the way you play. You know, so like that's why big men carry so much more weight defensively.
See, but this where I feel like it comes into like the more deeper level of like in terms of errors because big men who are best at defending the rim couldn't go on a pick and roll on most
Most of them. That's why I said Dream's the best.
Drop back.
That's why I said Dream's the best. Drop back. But that's why I said Gobert is valuable now because of that one skill. He's so good that we keep saying he's the best defender in the league when he's not. You know what I mean? He's the best rim protector in the league.
Yeah.
That just shows you how valuable rim protection is. Because the best defenders in the league are like, right now, Ben Simmons, I would say, probably the best defender in the league. Over the past 5 years, I give it to Draymond. Like the past 5-6 years, Draymond. Because it's the ability to switch and all that type of shit. But that's why I give Dream it. Because Dream wasn't the great at switching, but he could do it. He could stand his ground and like defend the rim still and still get the steals. And it's just my preference is someone who could defend the rim. Like that's why Draymond's so great because he can defend the perimeter, defend the rim, switch on to guys, call shit out. He's like the perfect defender. There might be guys who have higher highs than him, but he can do so much defensively that he cover up for flaws. Like,
you see, like for me, like I'm all about versatility and like switching off. So I agree. I don't agree with Draymond that he's the best defender.
He's not.
But I feel like that mold of defensive players are the best defensive players to me.
Yes.
I
the
feel
Draymond Greens, the Ben Simmons, Dennis Rodman, that kind of.
Because like my favorite defender of all time, I wouldn't say he's the best, but my favorite is like Shawn Marion. I say he's a defensive player that I feel like.
Yes. He also fits that mold.
If he was to play today, that's a max contract.
Yeah. He's definitely on that list of came too soon. If Shawn Marion played right now, he's a max contract.
That's a max contract deal.
Him and an AK-47.
Yeah,
max contract deal.
That's number one. If he played right now, AK-47, first of all, super fire nickname. But like, if he played right now, we wouldn't even know to do it ourselves.
Because that's Draymond, but with offensive capabilities.
And Russians is scary, man.
So, I know I didn't answer the question, but I guess Shawn Marion. I know I just went around that whole shit.
Listen, man, there's a ton of people, but I didn't like how so many publications was like dismissive to Draymond's claim when he said like, oh, he's crazy. It's like no one's can actually claim best defender ever. Like it's a thing of like what you prefer. So to act like he was crazy, like he anchored 3 championship defenses. Most great bigs can't say that, and he's not a big. He was a 6'5", 6'6" guy playing big. Gotta give him some credit. Guarding AD, guarding Marc Gasol, the great bigs of his time. Like we just talk about LaMarcus Aldridge. I watched Draymond Green actually lock him up for a series. I watched that boy struggle something serious.
When he was good.
When he was good with the Spurs. Was that the Spurs? No, that was when he was in Portland that first time. He was in Portland and they ran to the Warriors. Draymond had his lunch the entire series. So I just don't want anybody to... I didn't like how people were so dismissive towards Draymond's claim. Like, I've heard wilder shit.
And then what Tony Allen said, who stamped you?
Yeah, I like how he said that. Tony Allen gangster, so he can say whatever he wants. But at the same time, I got 3 rings. Don't talk to me like that.
That was Draymond's rebuttal. That was pretty much his rebuttal.
Pretty much. I took a picture of my fingers and sent it to him. Like, where's yours?
Damn.
Here's my stamps.
Yeah, here's my
I got
stamps.
3 of them shits.
Larry O'Brien stamped me 3 times, B.